Welcome to Crimson Guitars and welcome to a weekend workshop Saturday unboxing video. This is a series where once a week I will take a look at a new tool, a new bit of kit, a new machine, or possibly an old one. I do have a bit of a weakness for vintage tools, as you know, and but every now and then at Crimson Guitars we get something very interesting, and I like sharing it with you. Now, straight off I need to say that every now and then companies will send us something to look at in the hopes that we'll make a video. Most of the time they know the sort of stuff I like and they send me things that I will like, and it's perfectly fine and I'll make a video. If I don't like something, I tend not to make... I don't want to be mean. In this case, Saburrtooth, I met them at the European Woodworking Show when it was still warm. We're in midwinter now. And I really liked their stuff, and I had been playing with a similar tool by a different company, but didn't like it very much. And these guys have been doing it longer, and apparently better. So I had a chat with them, and the result is this box that came on DHL's winged feet. And I'm going to open it up and then let loose the dogs of war. Let rip with an angle grinder and let's see what we can do. Open. So, Saburrtooth. Ooh. Okay, well, we have a banner, which I said if I do love your, if I really love your stuff, we'll put it up. So, there we go, saburrtooth.com with 2 R's, Saburrtooth. And, well, this is the true... Crikey, they've got a bit... Okay. These are for Proxon type, Dremel type tools. But these... That's meaty and substantial. This is what I've been interested in. And yes. Anything that makes carving a guitar easier is a bonus. Okay, so, okay. Check out their website. That must be saburrtooth.com. Made in the US. Now, okay. Wow, I thought they were sending me one or two discs. This is a little bit crikey. This is the entire range. It must be. This is unexpected. I thought they were going to send me 1 or 2, and I would get to play with some carving. But this is a little bit awesome. That's really pointy. That is incredibly coarse. If I wanted to attack an old oak tree and carve it into something carved, then that is what I would use. Now, actually, I'm going to put them on top because they're so pointy. Now, okay, let me say this. This is what I've been excited by. The red and the yellow, that's the fine. The yellow is the fine, the red is the medium. And that's what I think as a guitar builder working with mahoganies and softer woods would work with. I have played with a medium grit one from a different company that didn't work as well, and with harder woods it actually disintegrated, but it disintegrated, the teeth actually chipped off. That's not ideal. Now, I am going to actually demonstrate some of this just roughly and quickly. I'm going to find something to carve. I tend not to do carving dusty work up in the studio here. This is sharp, but I will make an exception for this video, and I'm looking forward to this. I actually find myself ever so slightly speechless here. Basically, we've got a flat shape here, which is similar to the flap wheels that I use most. So the flat ones are, it's a shape that I would feel more comfortable with for general guitar building or guitar shaping. And you've seen me carve using flap discs a lot. These curved ones are for more substantial work. Now, in between shots, I've just had a look at their catalogue. That says a 7-inch sanding disc, which is mind-blowing. And these are 2-inch deep sanding sleeves. Those I must have. That would be... I spent a lot of money as a guitar builder on sandpaper. And yeah, anyway. Fine, medium, coarse, extra coarse. That wasn't so difficult, was it? Okay. Now, the holes, once the disc is spinning, you can see through them, you can see your work, and it's very, very useful. I suspect the longevity is with the solid ones, but basically I'm going to have to experiment and see. I've got the Holy Coarse one, and I'm putting it on my angle grinder. Now, I am naughty. It really must be said. I don't have a guard on this angle grinder, and do not do this at home. I'm not sure where the guard has gone, and frankly, when I was carving, I lost... the guard just got in the way. Now, what I do is wear goggles and ear defenders and dust masks and all that jazz, and I've got actually an extractor going near where I'm carving most of the time. This is what I normally use. It's a little abrasive sanding disc, and these things are about £3 a piece. They don't last very long, but, you know, they do the job okay. This, well, is a similar shape to that, slightly smaller, but will last a lifetime. So let's see. Anyway, I've changed that. It is unplugged. Do not ever change any cutters or anything while a machine or tool or toy, as it were, is plugged in. And we'll go from here. I just said I'm going to destroy a piece of wood. Let's not do that. This is a tester piece. We're making kit guitars now, and why not actually just go to town on this and see what happens? So I'm going to find a clamp. I'm sure I have clamps. Here we go. And I'm going to see what the Coarse does to this. Bear in mind, this is Spruce. And this is what it's all about, really. Just being able to sketch on a guitar body and just say, do you know what? I fancy a carve like that. That should do. Okay. I'm sorry, I love my life. I absolutely... Somebody in the comments the other day turned around and said that they think that I only build guitars because it means I get to play with tools all the time. And they might be right. nothing better than a fine tool. Okay, I've just put on my goggles and I've just put on my ear defenders. Can you see me? Yeah, hello, hi, how's it going? Okay, no dust mask because I do need to talk to you. Now you can see the holes there, and you should be able to see through it. Crikey. I don't often swear on videos. I'm going to try that again. This is the dish-shaped one, and it is coarse. That is just a little bit too rough for this spruce. But you could see what I was talking about. You could see through absolutely everything that was going on. I'm going to change over to... Well, I'm going to go to the opposite. Now I've just turned the plug off so I can change this safely. And it's a quick and easy thing. I'm going to go straight to the flatter version, because I think that is going to be more in keeping for such a soft wood. If I was carving wenge or ebony or something like that, then yes, a coarse would, I think, be best. Wenge is particularly weird because it's so hard, and carving something like this with anything soft, finer than that wouldn't work. This, however, I think will do fine. Okay, back on with the PPE. Pick it up, turn the power on, and off we go again. That is absolutely sublime. You cannot... Well, because of the holes, I saw exactly where I was carving. I went right up to the line. It took me 20 seconds, 30 seconds. My coffee's arrived. You can't beat coffee in a Crimson Guitars mug. If you've ever worked with a soft wood, you know how difficult it is. And frankly, trying to attack it with the coarse is a bad idea. I'm going to go for... Okay. Well, actually, I'm going to go for the medium solid one. I haven't used one of these without without holes yet, and I'm not going to make you watch this entire thing. I'm going to carve. I'm going to do a traditional Les Paul style carve on this spruce kit body. My cavity's a little, I've just measured the depth. Use my finger as a depth stop now. If I'm going to do this, I might as well do it properly. If I'm going to do this, I might as well do this to the best of my ability. Because anything less would be a complete waste of life. Okay. I have a dust mask. I'm doing this with a dust mask. Always, 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 always wear the correct PPE. $16.42. Finally. All right, let's go. Let's go. Where's my pencil? Oh no. Oh no. All right. Power. 1656 in 14 or 15 minutes, including 3 or 4 tool changes, and using a cantankerous, difficult wood, I managed to get a traditional Les Paul style carve. Now, this spruce actually smells rather nice. Anyway, I love gouges and chisels, and I inordinately love hand planes and little violin makers planes, and I've done videos. If you want to learn how to carve a guitar with traditional tools, I've done videos on that, and it takes days, you know, to do a handmade guitar absolutely to perfection is a lot of work. In basically 15 minutes, using one of these tools from Saburrtooth, I have gone 90% of the way to a perfect finish. It's still, even the fine is a little bit more aggressive than, say, the 180 grit flap disc that I tend to use for finishing work. But specifically the one with the holes in has got me to within half a mil of where I want to be. But that is one carved top guitar. Actually looks a bit smiley. This is awesome. So you can see the amount of dust. This is not for the faint of heart. It is, you know, well, crikey, loud and messy, and loud and messy. This was supposed to be an unboxing video. This was not supposed to be a let's get very dirty and demonstrate how to use the tools video. I was planning on doing that later, and I will do that later actually. But I couldn't help myself, frankly. These are made in the States, made to an incredibly high standard using a pretty awesome technology, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. This is, I nearly had an accident with the very coarse. I would use that for really, really hard wood, or if I'm carving a whole tree sort of thing. For guitar building, in my book, the yellow, flatter version with the holes is absolutely mind-blowing, and I will use that constantly. It's got me a finish that will, all I need is my random orbital sander and I'm done. Now, you saw that there was another bag in there with the other carving bits from Saburrtooth. I'm going to do another unboxing video, or I'll do a demo video of those, because this is overrun massively because I allowed myself to get distracted. But I'm going to play with the Dremel and do some finer carving and eating out with those soon. But for now, well, you know, Saburrtooth sent these to me to see what I think. I think I love them. And frankly, after seeing what their demonstrator was doing at the European Woodworking Show, I knew I would. So that's all good. The price, they're roughly about 50 odd pounds a piece, which is substantial. Kind of. One flap disc would probably last me a couple of guitars. Okay, to carve a neck and a body, and I'm talking in maples and things like this. One of these will last you a lifetime, unless you do something silly and hit a clamp, in which case you're silly and you don't deserve such nice tools. And go and buy more clamps anyway. Everybody needs more clamps. But I digress. I can't say anymore. If you prefer hand tools, and frankly I like carving guitars by hand because it's quiet and relaxing, just not very commercial, then get some gouges and get some, hell, a good thumb maker's plane is going to cost you as much as one of these carving discs. Okay? Thumb maker's plane? I said thumb maker's plane. A good thumb plane for violin makers. One of these discs will mean you will never have to buy a flap disc again. And it takes a day's work and turns it out in 15 minutes, and there is no argument with that whatsoever. But anyway, look, I've carried on for far too long on this. These are absolutely mind-blowing tools. Check out saburrtooth.com, Saburrtooth, saburrtooth.com. And there are distributors around the world. They're all good. Check out crimsonguitars.com, click like, click subscribe, and thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you have an excellent weekend. I've been meaning to take up sculpture. I build guitars. And they are pieces of usable art. I have been meaning to just carve something for ages. And do you know what? I'm going to just carve something. And this is the tool that I'm going to use. Thank you for watching. I have half a cup of coffee left. I'm going to go and enjoy it. Cheerio. Cheerio.